You already saw the title and the thumbnail. That probably told you enough. Yeah, this video is exactly that story. I posted my first video when I was 14, back in 8th standard. I was doing some unboxing videos, tech videos, and how-to videos. Over time that turned into something like 50 videos maybe. That was 8 years ago. After all that, this is the first video where I am talking to you directly. This time I am not hiding behind someone else's brand or someone else's channel. I want to explain why it took 8 freaking years to get here. It's not like I got busy or I didn't have time. It's the whole story of what happened in between. Having the idea early doesn't mean you're ready early. I had a spark when I was 14 to do something big eventually. Then studies took over, figuring out what degrees to pick took over. And that feeling just went quiet. I didn't stop creating though. I just stopped being the person people actually saw on the internet. And even back then I had this belief like I didn't know when, I didn't know how, but everything I was doing will make sense one day. The every small things I was doing would connect at the right time. I ended up picking a BCA, basically computer science. But I realized pretty early that I wasn't going to code for a living. So everyone around me were preparing for coding interviews, aptitude tests, etc. I was doing freelancing, I was taking motion design, video editing projects from the client alongside with my degree. Here is the most people had no idea about. I used to skip classes a lot, labs, lecture, all of it. And at one point, I literally sat with few of my teachers and told them what I was exactly doing instead. Like I was doing something new, I was learning something new, something outside. And their answer was simple. Don't focus on these things, this won't take you anywhere in your life. Just focus on the classes. To be honest, during those classes, I was taking client calls, I was editing videos, and I was learning After Effects probably for the first time. Building something outside won't show up on the attendance sheet, right? To them, I was throwing my future away. To me, it was the only place I was actually building one. At that time, I didn't have the budget for a proper course or any formal training. I learned it all by YouTube, by searching YouTube tutorials in After Effects and Premiere Pro, etc. And I didn't have the budget for to get a laptop also. And I got this laptop, which is Lenovo S540. It is around 60k that time. I took this laptop on EMI, like I took EMI for 2 years. I learned each and everything about After Effects, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Illustrator, everything on this laptop only. Fast forward to when everyone from my batch got placed through campus placement. I'm not saying this to flex, I'm just saying because of what it shows. My package from the job I got, exact same skill that I built during the classes I was supposedly wasting, ended up higher than what most of my classmates were getting. The same people who sat in every class, lab session and followed every rule. But the teachers weren't wrong that missing classes has a cost. But they never believed that the skill I was building would actually work out. Around that same time, I created an Instagram page for gaming edits and I was posting some random speed ramp effect, some crazy animation using After Effects, and that page hit 10,000 followers only under 3 months. And one of the creator who had 2 million followers had posted few of my reels into his story, and views and comments were flooded in my page. Basically that page was more like fan page. I was doing some edits for some big creators, and I realized one day that the audience I have, it's not actually my audience. The 90% of them are follow my page for him, the creator that I make video for. I realized that the follower I'm growing aren't my follower. Posting reels regularly and growing the audience would not make sense for my personal brand. So I had to take a decision, then I stopped posting there. That was 4 years ago from now, and there is a difference between growing a follower and having a followers who actually follows for you. After that I went full on learning. I went deep on editing, motion design, advertising, digital marketing, branding, AI, automation, everything. I left freelancing completely. I took a job on purpose I just wanted to learn how to manage people, how to talk with people, about connection, and also wanted to have access of new coming AI tools and any other tools that freelancing was never going to give me. If there's one thing that's shown up in almost every choice I told you about, it's this. I never wanted to be a guy who waits for everyone else to move first and then follows behind. Like choosing motion design and video editing when everyone around me were choosing coding, and getting into AI and automation before it became the obvious things to learn. None of that was a luck. I was just trying to go where fewer people already standing, because that's usually where the opportunity is. This time proof wasn't a follower count or package number. It show up in my bank account, in client result, and skills that nobody can take away from me. So here's what I would actually tell you. People will always gonna judge you based on what they can see. They can't see that skill that you are silently building. So don't let anyone what they think become what you think about yourself. If you are building something right now and it feels like nobody around you understand it, that's not a red flag. That's usually just building something real looks like from the outside while it's still happening. Just trust one thing. Every dot will connect one day and you'll look back and realize it. I'll be documenting rest of this, the decision, the mistakes, the system that I'm building in motion design, automation, everything. Subscribe if you found this valuable. Bye.